Restaurants and fast food places have lost their minds. Absolutely crazy. This is my total from the Papa John's app yesterday when I was trying to order for our family a single large pizza, 3 toppings, a single cheese pizza, medium, just cheese, breadsticks, and a 16 count of wings. This is before tip, guys. $98.86. Are you kidding? Like, how do they expect us to live with these prices? This is insanity. Little Caesars, $6. Ready to go. Just go grab 2 of them right there. Walk in and be like, hey, I need a couple hot and ready. Oh, we got a pepperoni and a sausage. Take them. Thanks. Not as good as Papa John's. $12. Look at this. You can't get anything anymore for a reasonable price. I'm only going out to eat at local places now.
What has happened to fast food prices? Like, I remember a few years ago, you'd be able to go to, I don't know, an In-N-Out or something and get a full meal for like $7. Now, like, just one cheeseburger is like $5 alone. Like, the ingredients didn't change. What's going on? You're not paying your workers more. Where's that money going? I don't know. I just don't understand it.
Do you think fast food prices are out of control right now? I mean, seriously, when did a Taco Bell taco become $4? When did McDonald's go from a $6 meal to a $14 experience? And I want to know if it's just me or if everyone else is feeling robbed at the drive-thru.
Hey, what's up, America? McDonald's is now so expensive, it's considered luxury food. So after McDonald's promised to lower food costs nationwide, the price of McDonald's continues to increase, making many to say that McDonald's is now the cheapest, most expensive food money can buy.
Fast food prices in America are officially out of control. The meals that used to be the cheap, quick option are now costing as much as a sit-down restaurant, and people are furious. What used to be a $5 meal is now $12, $15, or even $20 in some places. Fast food chains are counting massive losses because Americans simply refuse to pay these insane prices. Let's get to see the reactions, then we come back with commentary.
Who is dumb enough to still be going to McDonald's? Who is that stupid? I mean, I literally yesterday walked out of McDonald's. First of all, I didn't know this because I don't go, but because I was with some children that insisted on McDonald's, I thought this one time I will let it go. But I couldn't let it go. I walked into the McDonald's. First of all, there's nobody in the front. There's nobody there. So I'm like looking around and I see another person with this big, large panel board poking in their order. And I said, is this how, there's no person he goes, no, where have you been? I said, I don't go to McDonald's. He goes, yeah, just put your order in here. I'm like, so now I can't tell someone my order. I have to do it myself. I hate that to begin with. That's the dumbest thing ever. So I'm sitting there poking on this board, asking, well, okay, what do you guys want? And I'm doing their job as far as I'm concerned. But halfway through the thing, I noticed that it was going to cost like $40, maybe closer to $50. And there's just 3 of us, you know? And I'm like, this is ludicrous. I said, kids, back in the car. And they're like, well, we're going to get back in the car. I got a better idea. And I drove another 2 miles down the street, right down here, and I took them into Costco. And I got them a large cheese pizza, and I got them each a hot dog and a sundae. And you know what it cost? A little over $20. Yeah, they got their drinks, they got hot dogs, they got ice cream sundaes, and they got pizza for a little over $20. That, to me, makes sense. That, to me, I was good with. But to go to McDonald's and spend over $40 on the way to $50 for the 3 of us? No. You're not going to see my McDonald's receipt because I'm not that stupid. And if you get on TikTok going, oh, look, I paid $30, then you're an idiot too. Do not go to McDonald's for any reason. They have made it so that there's no reason to go whatsoever. If you can think of a reason, let me know. I can't find one. I walked out. McDonald's, I won't be going back under any circumstances. No, thank you. The experience sucks.
So since the year 2010, the price of McDonald's has more than doubled, almost tripled. But just since 2024, the prices have nearly gone up 1/3, even though McDonald's has vowed to lower prices. Now, this is prompting many to call McDonald's luxury fast food now, even though McDonald's maintains that it's affordable. But McDonald's is just one symptom of an overall problem, which is people don't have disposable income, and even if they did, they'd have to have double the disposable income to afford the prices. McDonald's is just a beacon of this in everyday life, but it's in every single thing, and it's been like this for several years, where the price of something just doubles or triples, you're not making enough. As a matter of fact, the value of your dollar decreases, and then people act surprised when they can't afford to eat out. What the fuck did you expect to happen? See, here in America, we're facing a dual problem. One, prices keep going up, and two, the value of the dollar keeps decreasing. So in essence, the price problems here in America keep getting exponentially worse. And then, of course, with built-in inflation and interest payments with Federal Reserve, looks like you're fucked as a country. If you want to fix this, you either have to make price gouging illegal, you have to do something with price control, or you have to have a new economic system. All three options somehow gain billionaires lots of money and fuck everybody in America for a couple of years.
I keep hearing people say that groceries are more expensive than eating out these days, and that might be true. If you can't grocery shop worth a damn. Oh, a McDonald's burger is $7, but all the ingredients for a burger at the grocery store is $17. Yeah, but you can have burgers all week. It might not be what you want, but 8 out of 10 times, groceries are always going to be cheaper. Now, do I want to cook? That's a different story. There have been times when all I had was 2 nickels to rub together. I would go to the store and buy a rotisserie chicken, a sack of potatoes, and vegetables for like $30, and that would last me all week. You try to go out there and eat out on $30 all week and try to get decent protein and nutrition, and especially if you're trying to lose weight. You try to go out there and eat healthy, eating out on a budget, and see if you need to sell a kidney. Another example is pre-cut fruit. I love me some pre-cut watermelon from Publix. Oh, the best. But if my funds were low, I gotta cut the damn watermelon myself. I could buy a watermelon for $6, and 3 slices of Publix watermelon is like $6.50. So yes, grocery shopping is more expensive than eating out, if you can't grocery shop correctly.
I went to Chick-fil-A the other day, right? And I got a chicken sandwich. And guess how much that joint was? No fries, no drink, none of that. Just the sandwich. It was $7.15 for actually spicy chicken sandwich. My fault. It was a spicy chicken sandwich. No drink, no fries, just a sandwich with 2 pickles. Like, yo, it's getting criminal out here in America. $7 for a chicken sandwich. And I'm in Maryland. Like, I'm wondering how people in New York, Cali, Florida, like, what is y'all paying? $12 for a sandwich probably is crazy.
The fast food industry is seeing millions from its core customer base disappear. Suhana Hussein says higher earning diners are now taking the place of lower income families who used to rely on fast food for cheap, quick meals. This change is coming from fast food getting more expensive and from people feeling the squeeze of higher housing, grocery, and childcare costs. In California, debates on fast food prices are centered on labor costs after a new law last year raised minimum wages for workers at large chains. Franchise owners say the law led to reduced hours for workers, hiring freezes, and layoffs. McDonald's says its spending on worker salaries is up 40% since 2019, and costs for food and supplies are up 35%. Their dollar menu once drove big growth, but became impossible to sustain. Analysts say companies are wary of passing those increased costs onto consumers because customers are showing little tolerance for higher prices.
Here's the part nobody seems to want to talk about ever. One of the biggest reasons prices exploded is because of labor, especially minimum wage hikes. And it's not the only reason, but it's a major contributing factor, that's for sure. I mean, if you look at California, the statewide minimum wage is $16 an hour, but fast food chains now have to pay a special wage of $20 an hour as of 2024. I mean, overnight, every fast food restaurant had an increase in its payroll by millions of dollars a year. And because fast food profit margins are already tiny, usually 5 to 8%, they don't just absorb it. They pass it on straight to you and I. That's why Five Guys is $18 for a burger. Heck, McDonald's combos are pushing $14. Panda Express, a bowl, is like $12. And don't get me going with Taco Bell tacos. I mean, those are $3 to $4 a piece. And here's the irony. The same people who push hardest for higher minimum wage are now on TikTok complaining that fast food is too expensive. And what did they think was going to happen? A restaurant owner once explained all this. He said a $16 BLT, $5 was just ingredients, $4 to $5 was labor, and the rest went to rent, utilities, insurance, leaving almost nothing. So when you force wages up, menu prices go up. When menu prices go up, customers have to cut back. When customers cut back, workers lose hours, kiosks replace employees, or stores closed. I mean, it's not greed, it's actually just basic math. So I want your take on all this. Are fast food chains prices, are they just gouging us? Or did they create this problem by demanding higher wages and then acting shocked when the price got passed back on to us? I mean, what do you all think about this?
Here's the truth. Fast food in America has officially lost its purpose. It was created to be quick, convenient, and most importantly, cheap. For decades, families relied on fast food when grocery prices went up or when they needed something fast on a busy day. But today, the cheap option has become a luxury that barely anyone wants. Families who depended on it are now walking away, saying it's just corporate greed. People are posting crazy receipts online, showing how expensive prices have gotten. You walk in a fast food restaurant thinking you're getting a quick meal, and you walk out feeling like you've been robbed, and Americans are tired of it. The worst part, many people believe the high prices aren't just about inflation, but believe it's corporate greed, because while customers are struggling to afford basic meals, major fast food CEOs are taking record home bonuses. Prices keep going up, yet portion sizes keep getting smaller. Quality is dropping, and the customer experience is worse than ever. You can see the impact everywhere. McDonald's is reporting slower foot traffic. Taco Bell's, Burger King, Wendy's, all of them are feeling it. When the average American starts saying, I'd rather cook at home, you know something is wrong. And that's exactly what's happening. People are choosing groceries, meal prepping, or simply eating less fast food because they refuse to pay ridiculous prices for low-quality meals. This is a quiet protest, a boycott, and it's sending a powerful message to every corporation in America. You cannot keep squeezing people dry and expect them to stay loyal. When prices go up faster than wages, when companies blame everything except their record profits, consumers push back. What's happening now? It's a frustration about the cost of living, the shrinking middle class, and the feeling that everything is becoming unaffordable. Fast food happens to be the latest example. So as fast food restaurants count their losses and scramble to win people back, the big question is, will companies finally learn, or will they keep raising prices until nobody walks through their doors? Americans are speaking with their wallets, and the message is loud. We are not paying these crazy prices anymore. And honestly, that's the only language corporations truly understand. So whether you've stopped eating fast food because of the prices, because of health reasons, or simply because you are tired of being ripped off, you are not alone. Millions of Americans are making the same choice. And unless these companies fix their pricing, fix their quality, and fix their greed, this trend is only going to grow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.